Hi, I am Mohammed from Product Feedback. Due to the huge request on my unboxing video of the Razer Mamba, I am here to follow it up with its long-awaited review. As many of my subscribers also were unsure whether to purchase this or the Deathadder, I will be providing some insight as I go through the review. The Razer Mamba has been my primary mouse for the past 5 months. I have used it for normal computing use as well as for high-end gaming. This includes FPS and strategy-based games, as well as for graphic design. So based on that, I believe I can provide you with a good sense if this mouse is right for you. The review will consist of 3 parts: design and ergonomics, wireless component, and software. If you benefit from this review, please make sure to hit that subscribe button as it does help me considerably. If I have not answered any of your concerns, please leave a comment below. The mouse's exterior consists of a matte rubber finish and some glossy sections. The mouse fits comfortably in my hand and has some size to it. It's comfortable to use for extended periods due to the ergonomics of the device. The Mamba feels solid and not cheap. There are 7 main buttons including the scroll. One big advantage over my previous mouse, the Deathadder, is the addition of the on-the-fly DPI changing, which works up to 5600. However, I tend to use a 1800 DPI. When in use, the scroll wheel has a blue glow to it, and alongside the device there is indication of how much battery you have left, as well as the DPI setting you have used. As this is a wireless mouse, there is also the charging cradle. The charging cradle which holds the mouse nicely with what seems to be a magnetic hold. The charging cradle illuminates blue when the mouse is in use and being charged. All the lights can be disabled through the software provided by Razer. However, there is some disadvantages with the design of the Mamba. In order to switch between wired and wireless mode, it requires the cable to be unplugged from the mouse into the charging cradle. To release the cable from the mouse is the actual problem. It's not that easy to unplug and requires some fiddling around. I believe this could be improved in future revisions. Lately, I have also noticed that the scroll wheel squeaks slightly. I have seen a YouTube video on how to repair this, but it involves tearing the unit apart. Considering this is a premium mouse from Razer, I would have expected a little bit better. Wireless. This is the most debated issue I had before purchasing the Mamba. All I have to say is the wireless responsiveness, whether it be for normal use or gaming, is fantastic. You do not notice any difference between wired and wireless. Take my advice on this and do not worry about it. In terms of battery life, I would assume you get about 10 hours, which means you need to charge it each night. There is a small problem which I have noticed with the mouse that may concern a few hardcore gamers. In games with high APM, which means actions per minute, such as StarCraft 2, if you have an APM of over 150, the mouse would occasionally hang. You would have to reconnect it via the cable to the PC or disconnect it from wired in order to make it reconnect. This only started happening in these high PM situations. For normal computer use it wouldn't happen. And yes, I have installed the latest drivers and firmware. Software. The software allows customization of each of the buttons. It allows the ability to adjust the DPI to any level, as well as set 3 different on-the-fly sensitivity stages. It also allows profiles for games to be saved and also allows the creation of macros to be assigned to certain mouse buttons. As mentioned before, it also allows the disabling of the lighting effects. A downside with the software is that it takes a while to save the settings. The mouse becomes unusable for 5 to 10 seconds while the settings are saved. Obviously this is from the wireless, but it's something that could be improved in the future. My final conclusions. If you knew me from my previous videos, you would know if something did not do the job properly, I would have replaced it within the week. Considering I have kept this mouse for 5 months, it is a spectacular achievement by Razer, especially since my experience with their keyboards has not been fantastic in the past. In regards to the Mamba, if you do not need a wireless mouse, go ahead and buy the Razer Deathadder or similar. If you see the advantage of wireless being beneficial, then this mouse for normal use or even hardcore gaming will suffice. They are sold in Australia for under $179, so you have some reference on price. Please make sure to subscribe. This has been Mohammed with another product feedback review. To be updated on the latest product feedback videos, make sure that you have subscribed.